one more episode of Bhojana Katha. Today we travel to the south of India, to Pazhani, one of the Arupadai Veedu, home to Lord Dandayudapani, a form of Lord Muruga who stands as a renunciate with just a stick. Before exploring the Prasadam of this temple, let us see how Skanda came to reside on this hill. Narada Muni once gifted the Jnana Palam, the fruit of knowledge, to Lord Shiva, but he put forth one condition, that the fruit should not be shared or divided. It should be consumed as a whole to gain that knowledge fully. But Lord Shiva had two children, Ganesha and Skanda. He quickly thought of a solution, a competition. He announced that the first to go around the world 3 times would win this divine fruit. Skanda mounted his peacock and set out to cover the world, while Ganesha had a little mouse for his vehicle, and he knew for certain that he wouldn't be able to match his brother's speed. So he used his buddhi instead, and he declared that once father and mother show the world to the child, and doing pradakshina around them is equal to doing pradakshina around the world. Shiva Parvati were very impressed with their little son and gifted him the fruit. On completion of the task, when Muruga came back, he saw that his brother was already relishing the fruit. He had put in so much of effort for a mere fruit. So nothing else mattered to him anymore. He let go of his home, parents, wealth, titles, and even his veil and walked away. Dispassion or vairagya dawned on him, and he walked out of Kailash. He shaved his head and stood on a hill as an andi, a mendicant, with just the waistcloth and a stick, and earned the name Dandayudapani. This particular form of Lord Muruga reminds us that happiness is within us and not outside. But how did Lord Muruga's hill in Kailasha come down to Pazhani? There is an interesting story to that too. Agastya Muni was one of the first sages who travelled from the north to south, it is believed. On one of his trips back home, he wanted to take away some memorabilia. He called for Idumban, one of the Shiva Ganas, who was strong and devoted. He asked him to carry the 2 hillocks, Shivagiri and Shaktigiri, for him down to the south of India. Agastya Muni used his powers to shrink the mountains for them to fit into a balance that Idumban could carry on his shoulders when he walked down south. And he warned him not to keep it down anywhere en route, and if they were kept down, they would stay put forever. Idumban happily travelled a long way. Yet on reaching southern Tamil Nadu, he felt that the hills were becoming heavier and heavier, and at one point he felt so tired that he put both the hills down and he wanted to rest for a while. Once he was refreshed, he was about to pick up the hills and continue his journey, but one of the hills could not be lifted at all. He tried with all his might but failed. And then he noticed a little boy standing atop the hill, claiming it to be his. Idumban was furious. He brought down the hills for Agastya Muni, and someone claims it to be his. And a fight began between the two. Idumban understood that the power of this little boy was extraordinary. And then it was none other than Muruga himself. He finally revealed himself and blessed Idumban. The hillock where Muruga stood as Dandayudapani was brought down to the south by Idumban. Got the connect? Idumban appealed to his lord to grant the wishes of all those devotees who carried the kavadi to this abode of Lord Muruga at Pazhani. He also wanted to be the sentinel of this hill. Both these wishes were granted by Lord Muruga. To this day, devotees offer their prayers to Idumban even before entering the temple of Dandayudapani. Legend goes that Idumban wanted to offer Skanda some prasadam, but when he went searching, he found out that the hill was rich in a variety of banana, dates, honey, cardamom. He mixed all these 4 ingredients together and added some jaggery as well. And this was offered to Lord Muruga. Since then, Panchamritham is the food offered to Lord Muruga at this temple. The Moorthy of the Pazhani temple is very special too. It was made by Agastya Muni's disciple, Bhogar. Skilled in alchemy, this Siddharth made an idol from Navapashanam, 9 herbs considered to be poisons. Only someone with great knowledge of the herbs, its effects, and all that could achieve this task. It is said that to this day, no scientist has found out what those herbs are or how they can recreate this particular material. Interestingly, when Abhishekam is done and milk and Panchamritham is poured over the Moorthy, they gain healing properties. The prasadam from the Pazhani temple becomes a medicine which can cure many kinds of ailments. The 5 ingredients are mixed very well and it is offered in a semi-solid state like a legume. Not a single drop of water is added to this, and because of this, the prasadam is supposed to have a very long shelf life. The banana that is used is key to the Panchamritham. Malai Vazhai that is locally available has to be used in the mix. In the recent times, due to demand, it is said that other varieties of bananas are also used. The shelf life and the medicinal properties have been reduced. Experiments done on the original Panchamritham from Lord Muruga's Moorthy have found that the pH value is neutral. That means this preparation is neither basic nor acidic. This is a very strange, unexplainable fact. Pancha meaning 5 and Amritam meaning nectar. True to its name, it is believed to have cured many diseases and brought people back to a healthy life. The Pazhani Panchamritham has been given the GI tag. GI stands for geographical indication, and the GI tag is given to a product which is having a particular quality or reputation or any other characteristic that is attributable to that particular geographical location. So many products of Tamil Nadu have been given GI tag, but Pazhani Panchamritham is the first GI tag given to a prasadam. It is a simple dish made as an offering to God by a simple devotee, but phenomenal taste. Next time you relish the Pazhani Panchamritham, remember and thank Idumban Rishi Bogar for contributing to your life through this historic dish.